Hello everybody, this is Microsoft, and these are all my kids.
My name is Alex.
Hi, my name is Alex.
Christian.
My name is Carson. My name is Jasmine.
And today we are doing Science to the Max Cylinder Science. We're going to open this and see what is inside. We got cylinder, and then the base. We got some macaroni. We got citric acid. And we got color tablets. And baking soda. Alright, the first thing we'll be doing is elephant toothpaste. It says, step 1, using the graduated cylinder, measure out 75 milliliters of vinegar. Vinegar, please. 75. Whoops. A little too much. That should be fine. And then it says step 2. Now squirt enough dish soap to bring the level up to about 80 milliliters. Big bottle of soap. Probably should put it something smaller.
That's cool.
Says step 3. Using a stir stick or the end of a plastic spoon, give the soap and vinegar mixture a little mix.
You can talk.
You can talk.
It looks like a tomato.
Yep. And then step 4. Measure out about 1 teaspoon of baking soda before you move to the next step. Ask your adult helper if it's okay to get your experiment location a little messy. In one quick motion, dump the teaspoon of baking soda into the cylinder. Okay. We need a teaspoon.
You're gonna pick.
Putting the baking soda in the cylinder.
You gotta put the baking soda in there.
How do you do it?
Alex is gonna do the first one.
Okay.
If we can get it open.
And then me, and then Jazzy.
Okay, we got our teaspoon of baking soda.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Pour it in.
Dump it right in.
Oh.
There it goes.
Funny.
Elephant toothpaste.
It's toothpaste.
It's not really toothpaste, Karsten.
It's going down it. It's going down everywhere.
Yeah, it's supposed to. It didn't have too much of a reaction though. Pretty neat though.
So what do you think of it?
Good.
You like that experiment?
Yeah.
Yeah?
What was your best part?
That. I all these down. You did.
Alright. And now it's going all over. We stopped the camera and it all of a sudden started going more. Like there was a clump that got stuck in there.
That's
That's going a lot now.
Oh, please. It looks like toothpaste on there. I smell it.
Doesn't smell like toothpaste though.
It smells like vinegar.
Yeah. Alright, that was Elephant's Toothpaste. We're going to go on to our next experiment. Alright, the next experiment we are doing is called Fizz Factory. We're going to need our plastic graduated cylinder, citric acid from the kit, and then stuff from your home. You'll need dish soap, measuring spoon, stir stick, and warm water. In this experiment, we'll be using the citric acid, which is naturally found in citric fruits like lemons and limes, in place of the vinegar and baking soda to create a bunch of fizzy reactions. The goal here is to only change one thing at a time and keep notes of your results. Step 1. Using the graduated cylinder, measure out 25 milliliters of warm water. 25.
Okay, we're doing the warm water.
There we go, 25.
That's a teeny bit.
Step 2. Measure out a half teaspoon of citric acid and pour it into the cylinder. Half a teaspoon. Half a teaspoon.
Even bigger
Wait, is
than
that a half? That's a tablespoon. Oh, what's that? Teaspoon. There we go. Teaspoon. That's a 1/4 teaspoon. Half a teaspoon. Okay, let's look again. There we go. We got it. Jazzy, want to stick it in there? There. Good job. Whoops.
I heard it fizzing. Did you hear it, Joe?
That's just dumping it in. It's not fizzing. Give the cylinder a little swirl to dissolve the powder. You gotta swirl it. It's not dissolving that well. Probably work better with this. There we go. It's almost done.
it's working.
Yeah, it's working. It's all gone.
I still see
Okay.
the bottom.
Okay. Alright. It says now step 3. Now measure out a half teaspoon of baking soda, but don't pour it in just yet. You'll need to be ready to measure your results by looking at the graduation graduation on the side of the cylinder. As soon as you dump in the baking soda to watch, see how high the bubbles rise in the cylinder. Go for it. Okay.
Just stick it to
Okay, so we need a half teaspoon of baking soda.
You get it? Different stuff into it.
I don't know exactly what it's supposed to do.
Here you go.
Put it in there. Look at that.
Well, that's pretty cool.
It's like splashing all over me.
It's flashing all over me too. Whoa.
I think you could put more in it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just saying to like, here, you guys all want to try it?
Yeah, I want to do it.
Alex next, and then Jazz.
again.
Whoa. That one didn't go too high. It goes less every time.
Mm-hmm.
It's my turn.
Interesting. Oh, we're done with this one.
So this.
I'd like to watch
This
that.
has been the Fizz Factory experiment. We're gonna go on to our next. Alright, our next experiment is called Noodle or Raisin dancing. It's time to take a closer look at some fizzing liquids fizzing liquids most of us see on a daily basis. Soda, pop, cola, whatever you call it. It's a fizzy science experiment waiting to happen. From our kit, we use the plastic graduating cylinder and the noodles. And from your home, you take a clear non-diet soda and raisins. Alright, for this experiment, it would be ideal to have 2 bottles of the same clear soda. Put one in the refrigerator to get it cold, and the other you can place in a warm place. Step 1, carefully open the soda so it doesn't overflow, and fill the graduated cylinder with 70 milliliters of soda. Which one are we doing first? We doing the cold or the warm? Warm?
Okay, we're gonna do the warm.
It's right in my eye.
Alright, so 70 milliliters, I think it said. Yeah, 70 milliliters. Yeah, let the fizz go down.
Going off again.
Yeah, I know. A little bit more.
Done.
There we go, 70 milliliters. Step 2. Grab a noodle and drop one into the cylinder.
How to do it?
What happens? Some may sink, some will float for a while, but a few will dance up and down. Grab a noodle, Alex. Put it in. It's floating.
What's it gonna do?
That's just gonna float, I think.
So you have to add more into it
I guess that's what it sounds like.
and see what they do.
Take one. Put it in. You missed. I think they're all just gonna float. Oh, that one.
Oh,
That one's like gonna sink.
That one flip.
oh!
That sunk.
Down.
Wanna put one in?
Carson's not floating yet. I mean, it's not going down yet.
Oh, Jazzy sunk
Carson's
immediately.
just sunk, or Jazzy's just sunk to the bottom.
It's going up.
Ooh, I wonder who's
You
is
can
gonna
barely
dance.
see it at the bottom, but it's standing up on the bottom.
Where's mine? It's gonna go down.
You're just still at the top.
Yours is still at the top, Carson, still floating.
Maybe it's gonna go down.
You gotta test which one's gonna dance.
None of them were dancing. 2 sank and 1's floating.
You might have to try one.
I don't know if Carson's gonna go
Might have to
down.
try a couple of them to see.
Put another one in?
That one's.
Don't sink it.
Let's just float. Oh,
Oh,
it's coming
oh,
back
oh,
up.
It went up and down. Oh!
down. Up, down, and then up and back down.
I think it's gonna go down.
Oh, that one went down. You want to put another one in?
I'll put another one.
Oh, you got two. Take one, Carson.
This is down. I want to put another one in. Ah!
Put another one in.
Stop with the shirt. Oh, that one's floating.
I did this.
Alright, I think we're done with the noodles.
Okay.
No, we're gonna try.
We're gonna try the raisins.
The raisins.
I want to put.
We're doing it. Well, you have to change that outline.
I don't think so.
I have one.
It says two, but I don't think it matters. Take one. Put it in. I don't know about all of them, but that works.
My noodle just went down again.
So all the raisins sunk to the bowl.
Yeah, all the raisins sunk to the bottom.
They're not dancing. Nothing's
No.
dancing.
So within 1 minute.
Dancing.
Well,
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
starting to move. Alright, it's been about 10 minutes now, and really haven't seen much activity in there. Most of the activity was when we first put the noodles and stuff in, and the noodle went down and up, so I'm guessing that's what it's supposed to do. So yeah. Alright, the next part of the experiment. In step 2, it says, repeat the first experiment, but this time you are going to count the number of times the noodle makes it to the top of the cylinder before dropping back to the bottom. Alright, so we got a noodle, and you gotta have the cold soda. Yeah, before the other one was warm soda. I don't know if I said that. But that's okay. Here, I'm gonna try to do it slowly and an angle. There we go.
That's hot.
70 milliliters. And then we're gonna stick a noodle in there. And it's just sitting on top. Doing the noodle first. Well, why not? I'll stick a raisin in there too. Get a smaller raisin.
Let's try this one.
Well, the raisin's floating in this one. The cold water makes the raisin float, and then it sinks. And then it goes back up. Look at that. Goes up, then down, and up, then down. It goes down, up, down. Up, the noodle's starting to do it. There goes the noodle. The noodle's going now. I did it like 3 times. No, like, the noodle's not going back up now. It's just making a lot of bubbles. The raisin's still going around. That's pretty cool.
The raisin's doing it.
Can't really see it in the camera. Should bring it.
If it'll keep going when I move it. And I think it's done. As I moved it.
Oh, that one's doing
It's going back up. You can see it in the camera. Keeps going up and down. Up. They're fighting. The raisin's going back up. The noodle is struggling to go up.
I think the noodle weighs too much.
Looks like fish tank bubbles.
It's only been a minute.
It's going back up.
The raisin's back up now and down. Now they're doing a fight again.
I think it's almost done.
It's trying to help.
Sort of going up now and then back down.
It's done.
So what worked better, the noodle or the raisin?
Raisin.
Carson.
Raisin.
The raisin, and then
So the raisin won.
the warm soda didn't work as good as the cold soda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only the Coke soda one.
So the cold
Yep.
soda made it dance. Awesome.
And the warm soda that all sunk to the bottom.
Yeah.
And that took 3 minutes to make it go. It was 3
Nice.
minutes long.
No, there's no one.
Cool. All right.
think it's
That's
gonna
the end of
do
that
it.
experiment.
I think it's gonna do it again.
We're gonna be doing another one in a second. All right. Our next experiment is called the bubbling blob.
Yep.
Now that you've learned from the noodles that lighter, less dense things float and heavier, more dense things sink, let's check out one of our favorite experiments. From the kit, you'll need your plastic graduated cylinder. You're going to need the 2 fizzing color tablets that come with it. And from your home, you'll need warm water and vegetable oil.
Yes.
Step 1. Fill your graduated cylinder with 60 milliliters of vegetable oil. Got our vegetable oil.
I seen it with you, Daddy.
60, right? Yep, 60 milliliters.
I seen it.
Yep. Yep.
I'm seeing it.
Yeah, it's
You
just
say it.
from pouring it in. Step 2. Watch closely as you add 20 milliliters of warm water to the cylinder. So 80. It has to be at 80. Makes it look like a lava lamp. And then step 3. Drop in both of the fizzy color tablets to the cylinder.
I'm dropping it.
Hold on.
I got it. I'm gonna drop both of them.
You can drop one in, and then Carson will drop the other.
I'm gonna go first.
Both at the same time.
At the same time. 1, 2, get ready. 3, drop them in. Good job.
And then they're going to start fizzing.
It's turning green.
Oh wow.
Blue one. It's turning the stuff green. Bubbles are turning.
The bubbles got
We got
fizz
green.
inside them.
I see that.
Move it closer a little bit. You can see that pretty good.
Can you? I'm gonna move it.
No, it's fine. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Whoa. Stops getting
It's
green.
making like little balls on the top. And then they're falling.
It's like a lava lamp
Yeah.
effect. It's cool.
Hey, you're
It's pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, can you put green color in?
No, we don't put food coloring in yet.
Okay.
Because that's the last experiment. It's going to be with that.
Look. We're turning the color.
It's already colored green.
See?
Whoa. It's dark, getting darker green.
Yeah.
Carson, you see that?
Yeah, I was green.
See it, Josie? It's turning green.
I like green too. Look at the little yellow.
It says, how does it work? It says, oil and water don't mix because how their molecules are constructed. Cool.
So that's why it's making the effect, because they don't mix.
Yep. You see, this is the water,
Yeah.
and this is all the oil down here.
So that's why it's dark.
Yep.
That's super dark. The next one.
It's pretty cool.
This one is cool. Yeah, that's right. Because
The tablet's almost gone.
all the tablets are like good.
Wonder what happened if you shake it.
I want to do it.
No, I'll do it. They're just separating all the little balls. And
No, they're tiny.
They're sinking.
Now they're very tiny.
That's pretty cool.
But now, can't even see it.
Alrighty.
Whoa.
I think that's it for that one. Alright, our next experiment is called sugar layers. It's time to put sugar to the test using our graduated cylinder. We'll learn how to figure out how much sugar is in our drinks. It's amazing how liquid sugar can stack up literally. From our kit, we will need the plastic graduated cylinder, and from your home, you will need sugar, warm water, spoons, and 4-ounce plastic cups, which we just got styrofoam cups. I don't really think it matters what size they are. And what it actually doesn't say on here, it doesn't say that you need the dye or the food coloring, whatever it is. But you're going to need red, yellow, and blue. Well, we got pink to replace the red because we don't have any red. So that should be alright. Alright. Next part. Many of the drinks we can buy or make have sugar in them. If you see it on the side of the bottle, it will say something like sugar 40G. But what does 40G really mean? The G stands for grams, which is a standard way scientists write down weight. Since most people don't have fancy scales to measure grams, here's a way to roughly determine how much sugar is in your drinks. A teaspoon of sugar weighs about 4 grams. If your soda says it has 40 grams of sugar, it has roughly 10 teaspoons in it. Measure out 10 teaspoons of sugar to see how much sugar in the soda. Man, they don't have no proper English. Now that's a lot of sugar. Okay. What? Nah, should be fine. Alright, step 1. Prepare the sugar liquids for stacking. Line up 3 small cups using your graduated cylinders. Fill each one with 25 milliliters of warm water. Okay, so we gotta... let's just stick these over here for now. Then I need 25 milliliters in each one. That's 1. And then, that's a little bit too much. That's 2. And that's 3. All right. The next, no, you don't take the cups yet. Next step, use food coloring. Color cup 1 red, cup 2 yellow, and cup 3 blue. Don't use more than 1 drop of food coloring, or the colors may be too dark. Alright, who's gonna have red? Well, pink, but you wanted yellow, right?
Yeah.
Yellow. And then blue.
I don't want
You're getting blue. Yeah, it's supposed to be teeny. You only need 1 little drop. You want me to open it?
Why?
You got it? You can open it.
We opened it.
Whoop, Carson dropped
Okay.
it. We'll get it after.
What?
1 drop in there.
Smart.
Yep. Squeeze it.
Okay.
That's it. 1 drop.
I already put mine.
You put 1 drop? Okay.
Jazzy, you do
And
yours.
then 1 drop. That. Yep, you got it. Good.
Good job, sis.
Perfect. Alright, now put your tops back on your stuff.
I already did.
Carson, it's fine. You can just leave yours.
Alright, Carson, sit down.
And then stick it out
We
there.
just have to mix first
Hold on.
with our spoons.
Hold on. It says step 3. In cup 1, measure out a half teaspoons of sugar. So cup 1.
Half teaspoon.
Hold on. Yeah, half a teaspoon. Cup 1 is red. So red, which is Alex's, or
Mine's
That's-
red.
that's like orange. Weird. Anyway, a half That's a half a teaspoon or half a tablespoon? Okay. Half a teaspoon. More than that. Like half a teaspoon. There, that's good. I'll put it in there. Okay, you got that.
Yeah.
Cup 2 yellow. Oh, cup 2, I'm reading the wrong thing. Cup 2 yellow, okay. In cup 2, measure out 1 teaspoon of sugar. So 1 whole teaspoon in cup 2.
Yeah. This one.
So the yellow one.
Whoa. That's a lot.
Put it right in your cup. Good job.
Mine is like orange.
In cup 3, measure out 1.5 teaspoons of sugar. So, cup 3, 1. Oh, careful. 1. And then I gotta get half. Put it in there. You got it? There you go. Alright.
Let's mix ours.
Gotta wait.
Let's sit back. Wait a minute.
Alright. We got that. Stir each liquid with a spoon to mix the sugar into the water. Cool in the fridge for 30 minutes. Stir it
Mine.
till it dissolves. Right there. Stir it with your.
It's like getting.
Yeah, I'll make sure there's none left.
Leave it on the table, sister.
There's some in there. There's no spoon, guys.
It's alright. It's alright. Just stir a little slower, buddy.
Me too.
Not too slow.
Done.
Is it all the way dissolved? Oh yeah, that's pretty dissolved.
More too.
Let's see it. Stir just a little bit more, bud. Stir yours a little bit more.
I want to stir mine a little bit. I want to stir mine a little bit, right?
Good. And we will be back in 30 minutes to see the result. Alright, we are back after 30 minutes of waiting, and now we need to see what the next steps are.
Yeah.
Next steps, stack the layers. Step number 1. Starting with the cup with the most sugar, slowly pour the sugary liquid into your cylinder.
So it's just.
So we're going to take Jazzy's. We're going to pour this in here.
Then what else?
And then step 2. The trick for the next 2 cups is carefully pour slowly down the side of the graduated cylinder. Holding the cylinder at a slight angle will help. Okay, so now
You have to pour more.
this was Carson's, right? We're gonna try and pour Carson's in there very slowly.
And then mine? It just
We're pouring
happened.
It looked like it just mixed. That's all it did. Alright, let's see the next step. Repeat this for cup 1 that has the least amount of sugar. You've done it. You've created a cylinder with rainbow layers.
No.
That sounds right. Alright, let's try this. I don't think it's going to do anything, but see. Alex.
It's filling up.
I don't see no rainbow. Oh, wait, I do.
I
At
do.
the very bottom, you can see it. It's separated, but you can barely see it.
I don't see anything.
I know. Yeah. I see purple lights from the TV. Okay.
Probably can't really see it on camera, though. But all right, I guess that was the last one. last experiment there. It worked, but you can't really see it that well on the camera. So, all right.
Person.
This has been.
Crazy Kids Racing.
That works.